With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Seattle.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
This will go for 5 up to the 33. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Check 55 tonight. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, check right, check right. Watch 85. 14. For this, they still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Look for things.
And that'll set him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Seahawks.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Rodgers now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Complete to Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, 59 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hammond, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the...
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Mike 55, Mike 50. Hey, zero. What we got?
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On first down, Hammond. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Wilson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On third down, it's Hammond. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Giants 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brought him down. It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Working from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 11 now.
Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
On second and 9, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Oh, that was dangerous. Will throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Hammond. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, his throw caught right around the 6. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Got it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
That's the end.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 37.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
A first down carry for Barkley. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Jordan Brooks.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd and long.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
From the 38, Wilson steps away to his left. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability. And they showed it on that last play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's going to be caught. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet,
and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
and that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Giants 1st down.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers quickly into the hands of Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
14, 14, SOS. Go. Hey, alert. Man, I got you.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
9-yard line.
Now again, right side. It's Hammond, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Flag 90. 14. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Hey. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Hey, 0. Watch out. Deuce.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He's coming. Double up. Go. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got him in on the right sideline. That's Hart. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammond. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he finds Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
22-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Hey, switch gears. Under 10. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. 57. Wilson. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Giants 29.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Watch 36 tonight. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Rolling to... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Blankenship set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second and 10.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hammond.
Wilson's pass.
And it'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's third down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Coverage. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. This is Swervo. Clear. Check 49.
From the gun, Wilson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
36. Mike 36. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come off the ball. Mike. Hey, alert. 36. 25. Wide. Keep wide.
Operating from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Barkley. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down, now third and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage, you fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
The same maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. From the gun, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
That's good.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Hammond. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Seahawks, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.